Hello guys, in this video I will brief you about earthquake retrofitting of building. So what are the concern about earthquake safety? So what are the points that we have to consider for earthquake safety? First one is houses not designed to resist earthquake. Yes, that we must have to kept in our mind that if we are going to design house multi-story structure, so what are the consideration we are going to provide for earthquake resistance, that must be included in your design. Second one is people don't know what to do. So in condition of earthquake, definitely people don't know what to do, whether their houses are earthquake safe or not. Definitely that if you are going to purchase your property, you have to ask that you have to ask to designer, structural designer or the owner of that property, that what consideration they have provided to design earthquake proof building. Fourth one is how strong they are. That means which magnitude of earthquake force comes and your building would be safe. So what are the limit of safety that you must know? How to make them earthquake safe? If it is not safe, so now what can you do for making your home earthquake safe? Next, earthquake building can be upgraded by minor inventions, seismic retrofitting. So if initially if you have not provided the provision for earthquake safety, so now what we can do, what changes we can provide to our building, so it can make the earthquake proof building. What level of seismic retrofitting? What level of seismic retrofitting is provided? Is it sufficient to bear the earthquake waves? So we have to know about this on prior. Seismic evaluation of the building. How we can evaluate building in seismic consideration? First one is earthquake intensity. So every building must be designed according to earthquake consideration, that the particular Richter scale earthquake comes and there will be no damage in your building, that should be designed on prior. Second is structural configuration and component. So what kind of a structural configuration is provided? Have you provided shear wall? Have you provided isolation, base isolation, dampers? Have you provided friction pad? Yes, that you must know about this structural condition. What kind of structural condition they have kept while designing? You must know about this. Geological condition of that particular area, the foundation capability, which kind of foundation they have provided, rough foundation provided, isolated, combined, which kind of footing provided, uh, what are the dimensions of footing they have provided, for the percentage of steel, how much percentage of steel they have provided. Non-structural components, which kind of non-structural components provided. So we have to kept in our mind, we have to take all the observations before design. Difficulties in seismic evaluation. While doing seismic evaluation, the following difficulties may come. Difficulty in estimating the earthquake parameter intensity, because earthquake is a disaster, so we cannot predict that much of intensity of earthquake will come. We can do only thing, that we can collect parameters from last 20 years, 25 years, and we can go through that parameters, that earlier the maximum earthquake come in that particular area, what was the intensity at that time. So according to that we can do design. Influence of site condition and microzonation. According to site condition, in terms of soil condition, We must know the bearing capacity of that particular soil, plus we must know the water table of that particular area. If the water table is high, then it may be possible that the soil get damp or get wet after some time, so that also decreases the capacity of foundation and the durability of building. Difficulty in estimation of in situ strength of material. Analytical method are either unreliable or too complex uh, for designing earthquake proof structure or earthquake resisting structure. Actually, if we talk about earthquake proof or earthquake resistance, so we cannot design building as a earthquake proof, but we can design building as a earthquake resistance. By using, we have advanced softwares like STAAD.Pro, ANSYS software now we are using for simulation for designing purpose. So by using this software uh, we can reach to the earthquake resistance building up to a certain extent. Evaluation of a building before the retrofitting to identify the deficiency, because retrofitting is the option which we can provide to give extra strength to our building. So before retrofitting we have to identify the deficiency, where the structure is weak or where the structure is weak, and in future at that particular point it may get fail. After the retrofitting, to estimate the adequate and effectiveness, after the retrofitting we have to check that now, as compared to the previous structure, as compared to the earlier structure, now how much this structure can give us reliability of taking load, so that we have to find out. Seismic safety of existing building, detailed layout, plan and elevation we should have proper. Detail of foundation and soil we must have. Structural drawing, detail of code used, design calculations, vulnerability assessment if found deficient, retrofitting is done. So thank you so much.